Hi, my name is Marshall Becker. I am the Internet Manager here at Cadillac in Mandan, North Dakota. With this past summer, we have seen the release of the newest Cadillac crossover, the XT5. I released about a month ago, and I just want to go ahead and take a moment to talk about some of the differences we've seen. Formerly, Cadillac had the SRX, which was one of their top sellers. However, they chose to replace it here because with this new format, it is a 2 inches longer wheelbase, which does add some interior room for that rear seat, as well as a little bit more cargo room. They also, while adding that length, they did also cut over 200 pounds off of it, so it does have it has an increase in fuel economy. Another one of the major differences is, yes, it is still a 3.6 liter V6 in these things, but it is all new to the point where it shares, I believe, only about 3 components with the former. It now has active fuel management, so it does have cylinder deactivation, so it cuts down to 4 cylinders when not fully needed. It does also have start-stop technology, so when you come to a stop sign, it does kill the engine, stopping that use of gas. Mated to that is an 8-speed automatic transmission, so that does, again, help with that performance and fuel economy. There is also a dual clutch all-wheel drive system in the all-wheel drive models, and that allows them to change how much horsepower is going to the front and the rear, as well as to turn that all-wheel drive system off to, again, improve fuel economy. With the XT5, there are 4 different models, or 4 different levels that you can get. On the front-wheel drive only, you can get the XT5, which is the base one, the luxury, and then the premium luxury. When you go to an all-wheel drive model, you get the options of a luxury, a premium luxury, and a platinum. For the sake of this video of telling you the differences, we are just going to be focusing on the all-wheel drive systems of the luxury and premium luxury, mostly because those are the most common you're going to see here in North Dakota. Now I'm going to throw this over to one of our newest sales and leasing consultants, and TJ is going to tell you a little bit more about some of the differences.
As Marshall had said, I am TJ, Sales and Leasing Consultant at Cadillac here in Mandan, North Dakota. I'm just going to talk with you about a couple of the highlights of the new Cadillac XT5. One of the main differences is going to be the new redesigned independent suspension. That's going to come standard in all of them. So with the only difference with the premium, you're going to have a more performance-oriented suspension. It's going to have an active twin clutch 4-wheel drive system. You're going to have 3 different driving modes in the premium. It's going to have a touring mode, which is going to move most of the power to the front wheels for fuel economy. You're going to have a sport mode, which is going to move more of the power to the rear wheels. And then you're going to have a snow mode, which is going to be extremely helpful in our climate. It's going to do a 50-50 split of power between the front and the rear wheels to give you optimal traction in the snowy conditions. They are also going to feature another highlight of the new XT5 is you are going to get the Bose premium sound system. You're going to have 8 speakers in the luxury model and 14 of those speakers in the premium luxury model. The premium is going to come standard with the ventilated front seats, both heated and cooled, and it's going to be an option on the luxury model.
Thank you, TJ. Now I'm going to go ahead and cover a couple of the differences in the interior between the luxury and the premium luxury. So, in the plain luxury model, you do get the Q system as well. That is just a standard Cadillac equipment. However, with the premium luxury, you do add the navigation into it as well. So, if you're looking for that on-screen navigation, you do want to jump up to that premium luxury package. A couple of the other little features on that is, as we mentioned before in the highlight reel, the Bose system in the premium luxury is a 14 speaker surround sound system versus the 8 speaker system that is in the normal luxury package. Another couple features is in the luxury model, you do get the heated seats. However, in the premium luxury, you do add the air-conditioned seats. As well as the last kind of main difference in the features between the luxury and the premium luxury is the added accent lighting. So in the luxury package, you do not get the lighted handles for the exterior door handles like we mentioned, as well as they add in the illuminated door sills in here. Now I'm going to talk about a little bit of the safety packages that are standard on the premium luxury package and are optional on the luxury package. So the first major thing is the following distance indicator. On the dash here, it is not going to show up now because I have it turned off and we are not driving, but there will be a little emblem of a vehicle down underneath your speedometer here. When it is green, it is saying you are following at a safe distance. If it ever turns amber, it means you are too close, and it is not a safe following distance. If you do need to instantly hit your brakes, you may end up in a collision. How that system works, it is using a series of radars in the front of the grille as well as a camera that it uses behind the mirror here to judge that distance of those vehicles. So once again, standard on the premium luxury, optional on the standard luxury. The next one is the forward collision alert, kind of along the same path as that distance indicator. However, that is monitoring how fast you are approaching said vehicle or object, and if you are approaching faster and it thinks you're going to have a collision imminent, it will give you a little bit of a notification with a buzz in the seat, as well as right here there is some LED lights that are going to flash and reflect off of that front window. The next one here is going to be your front automatic braking at low speeds. So if you are sitting at a stoplight, you're not paying attention, or you see it turn green and that person ahead of you is not taking off as fast as you think, and you let off the brake and start going for the gas, you're going that slow speed and it senses you're going to hit them, it will apply those brakes. So that, granted, that is in slow speed applications. It's not going to be that forward collision, so you're going full speed down the highway, it's going to apply the brakes. That is in slow speed zone. So if you are crawling along and it senses you're going to hit, say, a bike in the driveway or the garage door or something that you're not paying attention to, it will apply those brakes. Standard on premium luxury, optional on luxury. And two more features that are standard on the premium luxury, optional on luxury. It would be your front pedestrian detection. So this vehicle is actually capable of scanning for pedestrians that have accessed the street, and say you didn't pay attention or didn't see them coming, because face it, they're coming behind a car, they jump out, something like that, you just didn't see them. It will give you an indication that there is a pedestrian in front of you, and if you are not slowing down, it will apply the brakes. So if it senses it's imminent to hit somebody, it's going to apply those brakes to lessen the damage of that impact. It is not promising that you will not have an impact, but it will lessen the damage. So those couple milliseconds that maybe it takes you to take your foot off the gas to the brake, it applies that to help you with that. And last but not least, in the SRX, there was a feature called the lane departure warning, where it sensed if you were leaving the lane, it would give you a notification. In this new model, they have what's called lane keep assist. So once again, using the camera that is hidden right behind this mirror, it is going to be watching the lanes of your road. And if it senses that you are veering out of that lane, it is going to give you not only is there going to be a symbol on the dash that turns amber saying that you are leaving your lane, but it is going to put a light little nudge in the steering wheel to get you back on track, letting you know that you are leaving that lane, so pay attention and get back in. I'm going to go ahead and toss it back over to TJ to follow up with a couple of the options that are optional on the premium luxury, but not at all in the luxury model.
Real quick, we're going to talk about some of the features that are optional on the premium and not available at all on the luxury. So the first is going to be the automatic collision braking. There are radar sensors in the front of the vehicle that are going to be able to tell if there's an imminent crash. So what it's going to do is it's going to automatically apply the brakes for you. It's not necessarily going to prevent a collision, but it will reduce the impact. It's going to have an automatic parking assist. It will automatically park the vehicle for you. Keep your hands off the steering wheel. All you have to do is apply the gas and the brake, and the car will park itself in a parking spot. It's going to have automatic seat belt tensioners. So when the car senses a sudden shift in direction or speed, it'll automatically tighten the seat belt for you. And then when conditions normalize a little bit again, it will release the tension off the seat belt. So last but not least, the XT5 is going to have front and rear automatic braking. It's going to use radars in the front and rear of the vehicle. Whether you are driving forward or in reverse, it's going to detect something in your path and automatically applies the brakes if it feels necessary. Alright, thank you guys for taking the time to check out the new Cadillac XT5. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to get a hold of myself, TJ, or Marshall, or any of the other sales and leasing consultants here at Kuhn Cadillac in Mandan. We'll be glad to help you out, and as you know, we're always available for a test drive. I'm looking forward to seeing you at the dealership.